Okay guys, we're back outside. We're with the 2014 Silverado, and I got a couple of hours in the break of the rain today. So it's starting to get hot in here, but I'm going to try to knock this out pretty quick. But I have the door trim moldings for the truck. These are in chrome. As you can see, I've kind of pulled some of this back a little bit and I've already fingered it up, but to give you an idea kind of what it is. Got these on eBay for about 85 bucks. I forgot the name of the seller, so I'll try to put that in a link in the description. Did a really nice job packaging these. To get these from GM would be retail or MSRP about 200 bucks. You can see them for a lot of places online for about 150. Again, these are about 85, so I went with these. I don't have the exact dimension, but I think these are probably a little bit thinner than the GM ones. I think these are 1/8 of an inch. I'm not sure what the GM ones are, but eyeballing, I think they're a little thicker. And they have what's supposed to be 3M double-sided automotive tape on this. So that's what this red is here in the back. So it doesn't matter what color you have. I mean, these happen to be chrome, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. But you can get, you know, color-matched ones. You could probably plasti dip them if you really wanted to. Of course, I'm not sure how long they're going to last being by the rockers, but you know, the process is going to be the same. So I'm going to kind of put these up on the side of the truck, get a couple of rough measurements, and then we'll kind of go from there. Alright, so we're doing just a little bit of a rough fit. I have the one that's supposed to be for the left front door, and they're going to go up underneath this accent line just like that. A little bit of space here between the door and a trim piece, and a little bit of space here between the door and a trim piece here at the end. Now, I guess one of the first questions is, you know, why put this on? I want it looks nice. It'll match the Silverado badging that's on here. It'll match some of the other chrome that's on here. So it looks nice. The second thing is, it will prevent some small amount of door dings. I had a set of these on the last Silverado I had. They were bigger, they were color matched, and it saved a number of door dings on me. Being that they were color matched, I was able to throw a little bit of touch-up paint on them. You never knew the difference. And if someone gets them really good, you can take them off, and you know, for a few bucks you can put another one on. So as you can see, the truck is pretty filthy. It just got done raining. It's going to rain again here in a few hours. So I'm just taking some water and a towel, and I'm just going to kind of clean all this crap off. As you can imagine, white's a tough one to keep clean. And just kind of wipe all that off. Don't use any you know, soapy material, things like Windex or Armor All, anything like that, because that'll leave a film on here that will prevent the 3M tape from sticking properly. So you just want to get this clean with just some water. This is just a alcohol tab here to really kind of clean it off. I'm sure if you had some isopropyl, somewhere around 91% with a towel, you could probably do the same thing. This will just get it extra clean. Okay guys, I've already kind of gone ahead and done the driver's side off camera. I'm kind of glad I did, and I'll show you why. I'll come back, I'll do the passenger side here in just a moment. Let me get this tape off my fingers. Alright, so what I noticed with at least this particular brand of the molding is there's a little bit of a beveled edge right in there. You can see it. It's on, I don't know, 20-30 degree angle right there at the top. I didn't think much of it at first until I did some additional test fitting, and I found that that sits very well right onto the contour line of the truck. And this shot here will kind of show it best, as the molding will go along the contour line. So instead of having this a little bit below like I originally thought, like I've seen other models having the contour line come up and then the molding, this sits right on the molding. Overall, I think I like that better. This is also going to offer more protection from door dings, being this is the furthest part sticking out of the truck. It loses a little bit of the bling factor because, you know, you don't get the contour line and then the trim, you know, so it's kind of all made into one piece right now. I guess it's up to you if you like it or not. I think it's going to work out pretty fine. So I'm going to go to the other side and show you what I did. Alright, so we're on the passenger side now, and I've gotten the parts that I care about cleaned off with water and some alcohol. I got to know that the rest of the truck's dirty. It's going to rain in a couple of hours. And if you notice, when I was on the other side, I pulled off some painter's tape, and I was trying to measure, you know, what was down here to the contour line and where I wanted to place this. And because of the contour line, and because this really kind of cups up underneath there pretty sharply, as well as it looks like the door flares out a little bit as it gets away from the front and then flares back in towards the back ever so slightly, it was really tough to get a measurement. So again, with the beveled piece on here, it was really a matter of just sort of feel fitting it, yeah, making sure it was very reasonably lined up. You know, one wasn't, you know, really off from the other. So I'm putting it on here, and this might be a little bit easier with two people. You know, about right there, it's snug, and you want to get this about 1/4 of an inch or so away from the door on both sides. Same one here, because if you have it right up to the edge of the door, as you go to open this, it might pinch in there and you may have a problem, and you really only get one shot at doing this, otherwise you're toast. The 3M stick tape is pretty good stuff, but once you peel it off, it's garbage. So do a little bit more test fitting and we'll start peeling some of this off. Alright, so in taking this off, flip it around here, you just want to get a you know, some sort of box cutter, and you're just going to want to just ever so slightly get in there and remove the red part from the 3M tape. And once you get it started, you can get your fingers in there and peel the rest back like that. You don't want to take the rest of it off, of course, because you'll start to take it off the molding. And you don't want to take too much off. Just get a good start on it and bring it down like that, or up. Either way is fine. So when you place it on the vehicle, you can kind of stick it, and if you ever make a correction, this is really easy to pull off without you know, having to take off the whole thing, because again, once you take these off, that's pretty much it. Where if you just have a little corner, then you have to make a correction, it's not too big of a deal. So you're going to want to do that on both sides. And we can start to apply it to the vehicle. Okay, so once you have it stuck on here, you have a little piece that should be sticking up like this, and also on the other end, and you're going to have some obvious slop in here, which is again why you don't remove the whole piece at one time. And all you're going to do, and again, this isn't so much a matter of measuring, at least in this case, this is a matter of feeling how snug the bevel piece of the trim is with the contour line. Again, the door here kind of shows it best. Almost there, hang on. And just making sure you got it where you want it, and start to peel up on the tape. I'll make sure I got the other side where I want it. And it feels pretty good. Looks pretty good. There's no obvious real bends in it. Snug on there, nice and tight. I don't have any obvious large gaps to it. And just kind of push as you take this off. If you happen to break it, you always come up on the other side, but I'm going to keep going on this side here. And then once you get that, come back with your towel and give it a nice rub to kind of push down on it with something other than your hand, something blunt. Just work it in. All right, there we go. So I'm lining this up, make sure you got a little bit of peel back again. And I'm gonna try to do this with the camera here in front of me. Ooh, I got a little bit of a dirt spot there I'm gonna take care of. And I think that's a scuff mark. Now I'm gonna clip to another video I took a little while back that had, where I had a door ding that was here that I had pulled out, and you can kind of see what it was before and what it looks like now. But to continue, we're just going to line this up again, 1/4 inch or so off of the edge of the door. And that feels pretty good. Before I get the other siding, I'm going to kind of feel the rest of the material before I peel it back. And about right there feels right. Again, right to where it's snug and lined up with this other piece here is where you want it. I'll take the camera and I'll kind of show you the other side. And again, you got some room in here till you peel it all back. So take one side or the other and start to work your way across, pushing against here so it's nice and snug. You don't have any bubbles or anything like that. And to do that again, if you're happy where it's at, it looks good, start to peel this back. That looks good. And again, take your towel and start to rub it in, applying pressure to work 3M tape in. Hit the edge is really good. I noticed I had to come back and get this edge here on the other door just to make sure it was in there. Alright, so once you get that in, it really just becomes a matter of, I got this one started already. Peeling it off. And I thought this was kind of funny. Whoever printed the labels this day must have been drunk, because too many zeros at 2014. And the same thing, get it started. You can use your razor blade, or you can just use your finger till you get an edge started. And you can start to pull all this off too. Once you get it started, it comes right off. Which I may not be able to do on camera here. There it goes. Guys, that's it. That's the install. Back out here a little bit of the chrome trim molding on a 2014 Silverado. Okay, so this is a little bit of a parking ding I got. I'm not sure the person coming in came in this way or came in that way, but you can see it's a little bit of an eyesore. So we're going to take it to the body shop today and we're going to get that hopefully pulled out a little bit of the paint buffed out so you don't see it. Is it going to be perfect? No, not really. But it should be an improvement from where it's at now, and hope it look good once I get the trim molding on.